What can the Premier League copy from the other leagues? Liga, Bundesliga, MLS, the Argentinian League, all to come right here on the greatest show on the internet, the Front Three.
Let's go!
It's easy. They need to copy everything.
What's the first league, Jules?
The first league, you know what? I want to go with the MLS. I don't know what we can copy from the MLS.
You don't know what we can copy from the MLS?
I got something.
Oh, yeah.
The chance, bro.
I think, and it's really good, but people don't like it, and I don't know why. Salary caps.
Ooh.
Because I think that
like
just
that.
makes it fair. You all have the same money to spend, to play with, and to build your squad. Richer clubs don't get an advantage just for someone buying the club and having a lot of money.
I don't necessarily agree that we should have a salary cap. I like the fact that you think there should be a salary cap. I feel like that's a bit anti-Nacho, really. Nacho's
Why?
normally a traditionalist.
But isn't that...
But to be fair, it is a bit...
But isn't that like a wider issue? Because isn't the Premier League, I guess, a bigger league because it has more money, obviously generates more money, but with that money, they can invest it in getting better players, the clubs better facilities. So having a salary cap, wouldn't that have to then also be like a wider thing in all leagues?
Yeah, that's the problem with the MLS. They have a salary cap. They can't really bring a lot of
So,
stars.
hold on. You're telling me that the Premier League should have a salary cap. How are you going to do that? So La Liga, Liga, and the Bundesliga and all that just carry on not having a salary cap.
That's what Jules just said. Like,
dumb.
all the leagues need to have a salary cap
you
for
know
it to
what?
work.
So you want every league to have a salary cap?
No, we'll do one
not
year,
Prem.
1 year of the Prem having a salary cap, just so everyone can kind of catch up.
Lads.
And then everyone gets a salary cap, and then football becomes fairer.
Have we thought about the maths here, boys?
No, forget the maths.
Have we thought about the maths? Right, okay. How much do you get? Come on.
I think the MLS can spend, I did my research, so did you, I know.
Yeah.
780k on a player per year, I think. Dollars, something like that.
Flipping hell, lads.
I'm not
salary.
I'm not saying make it low. It can be high, but all can spend the same.
It does give opportunity for the smaller clubs. I think obviously in the Prem they can still be bought out by someone big and spend the money, but I do think it makes it fairer, and I think it needs to be a level playing field for all leagues as well.
Parity.
That's why the Premier League does so well with TV rights. The money is split quite evenly.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, they do that well.
So all the clubs are, even like a club that is 11th in the Premier is richer than the 4th in the Liga or 5th in the Liga.
Yeah,
and that is why.
They got the monies, man.
Yeah.
They got the high turnovers.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my question. Having a salary cap would mean that you have more star players going to more clubs, I believe.
Yes.
Because with the salary cap, you'd only be able to pay for a certain amount of star players. Are you in favour of that?
Yeah.
It gives more opportunity for everyone.
So you want Burnley to have a De Bruyne?
Okay, yeah, and then De Bruyne becomes a Burnley legend, and that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And then future, like down the line, they look back and remember we had Kevin De Bruyne at Burnley. You know, there's history. You create a legacy, and those players actually have more opportunity. Imagine someone goes to Fulham, they can become a Fulham legend. It's like easier than having like
They can do that now.
But you have it like Neymar when he was at Barcelona. He was struggling. Like he's still Neymar, but he had to compete with the likes of Suarez and then Messi.
Yeah.
But if he goes somewhere else, smaller, but has the opportunity to do well in the league and stuff, he then becomes even bigger.
Because it all goes down to like how you operate as a team, like the coach, like down to football abilities, not just money.
It's true, mate. It's true.
So we move on.
Let's take the salary cap then.
Yeah,
Go on.
cool. Take it.
Level playing field. I
Yeah.
can't believe the Real Madrid fan wants to do
Yeah,
level
crazy.
playing
I don't mind.
field.
Look, I don't
Let's
mind.
get the salary cap in La Liga and let's watch Real Madrid just be like everyone
because
else.
We're a real honest club, and we use the money we get from winning.
Guys,
so, there
cool.
you go.
I think we should go to the second best league in the world. La Liga.
Ooh!
Oh!
That's crazy.
And it might not be.
I got one, but I'll let you go first.
Well, I think we've got the same one. I completely agree.
Go for it.
I think it goes down to the foundations of building football. I think the thing that Premier League can take from La Liga is having B, C, even D teams throughout their leagues.
Real Madrid Castilla.
Castilla, Rayo Vallecano, everyone having them spread out instead of the Premier League 2. Like in Premier League, they have a random league called Premier League 2, where you've just got academies and of big clubs play together. Whereas in Spain, you have a B team, a C team, even a D team going down the leagues. And this happens as well at academy level. And I think what it does is, one, it gives more the players a chance to actually play in competitive leagues, play for something. And then
As opposed to in England where they're
not playing against. You're not going to get. So this is the difference. They're going to play against another big club, right? And they're all going to be like, oh yeah, we'll get your elbows. Like they're all going to be, ref, protected. Whereas here they're playing against teams that don't have the same amount of money. money. So they're going to see this game like one of the biggest games of their season. So
Because they're playing Real Madrid City.
yeah, exactly. And they're going there. There's an opportunity to each player gets looked at by this big club. Imagine you score a hat-trick against Real Madrid C. They're going to be like, okay, he's on our radar.
Mate,
you
just go play for Reading. And then play against Chelsea in the Youth Cup.
It's not as simple as that because you don't get the opportunity. And here you also learn how to compete against... These teams aren't going to go out against a Real Madrid C and just play the same way. They're going to do whatever they can to make it the most strenuous game, the hardest game they can ever play.
But you're thinking about the opponent's perspective. I'm thinking about the club's perspective. Like, it's good to have a youth team that plays actual competitive football that actually matters. Not like the Premier League 2, which, of course, you want to win. But if you don't win, the league is okay. But if you play in second division in Spain, you're playing against teams that want to win because they want to get promoted to La Liga.
As opposed to all the young players playing against each other.
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, and it's also a bit like for show, like they feel like they're a bit big time. They've got their own little protected league and stuff. Whereas here, you are fighting people that they're doing this to pay the bills. To, you know what I mean? Getting promoted. Obviously, they're making decent money, but getting promoted is a big thing.
Yeah, I gotta say though, some people are against it, and I can see why. Because it's unfair that Real Madrid, Barcelona, every team basically have like 3 teams spread across the Spanish pyramids. And sometimes you've had scenarios like, it doesn't happen anymore really, that you have Real Madrid playing against Real Madrid Castilla in the Copa del Rey final once a couple of years ago.
But you can't have that though.
Maybe not now. I know teams can't get promoted,
They can't get promoted.
but I know they play like, you know what I mean? They're taking an extra sport that maybe...
Them not being able to get promoted is also a bit weird as well. It's just
I think
weird.
that makes sense.
Imagine having Manchester United B in League One. That would be weird.
I think because we're not used to it.
Yeah, I think.
And you think it'd be normal?
In Spain it is normal.
Yeah, it is normal. I do think.
And do you often see the stars coming out of Castilla?
Well, the thing is,
As
when,
in, like,
when
do they
Vinny
perform?
joined,
But
when
not
Vinny-
Real
Vinny's
Madrid in
the poster
particular.
boy of
not
that
Real
recently.
Madrid as much, but when Vinny joined, he
Yeah.
started playing with Castilla, and they started giving minutes like that. Even Valverde played. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
Marcelo as well, I remember. Well, Messi in Barcelona, Guardiola as a coach for Barcelona B. Whereas in the Premier League, I mean, all the good players played in Premier League too, but only a couple of games. Like Saka, I think, played only like 10 games or something like that. They were too good, so they went straight into the first team. I'm not saying just copy it exactly, but just do something about this Premier League too that I don't really know if it makes sense.
Better integration, because also the teams, it might take a spot, but these teams can get relegated. You imagine you're Real Madrid C and Real Madrid B is in the league above. If Real Madrid B get relegated, Real Madrid C have to get relegated as well. They can't be in the same league. So it can also remove, like, you know, it's one of those things where they have to lose a team because of the fact that the one above was crap. And it does happen. And managers as well. Zidane was at Castilla and he wasn't even doing very well there.
I love it. No shouting, common sense. Ali, John, David, never come back.
I'm kind of with it. Which football is better, La Liga or Premier League? Go.
La Liga.
Stupid. Ligue 1. Here's what I would take from Ligue 1. They have perfected their streaming service. They're doing their thing.
Oh, they got their own.
The league has done what we want the Premier League to do.
So-
very simple.
How does it work?
It's a subscription. You just have to pay the subscription and then watch every game. It's very simple. Can't believe it.
All in one place.
All in one place.
every game.
League A official channel, just watch it.
Yeah, you just watch it on the thing.
That makes so much sense. That's so good. That is literally the best thing ever. Like, I'm tired of like not being able to find the game.
So you know what the price is?
The price, $9.99, I believe.
In the UK, so if you want to watch it from the UK, it's $9.99.
yeah.
That's cheap.
Okay,
cheap.
but that's because Ligue 1 is not as good as Premier League,
Yeah,
bro.
but still.
How much would you pay monthly subscription for Premier League Game Pass, basically?
$2.99.
25? Is that fair?
That is, it's just
25.
Is
It's
it
fair.
$12.50. I'll take.
No, I mean in London it's
I think
£35.
You can charge minimum £40 a month. Minimum. That's the start of the conversation.
If they give me a good
£40
service,
a
like,
month.
okay, I can watch the highlights later, I can watch the game again the day after
In
or something
full,
like that,
Yes.
I think it's worth it.
I listen.
How many pints do you have in the weekend? You spend more than £40 on pints in the weekend.
On the weekend,
Yeah.
pints.
Yeah. There you go. That's your Premier League subscription.
Okay, so Liga, we're going to take the subscription service,
Yeah.
monthly subscription.
Yeah.
That's a good
Like
one.
I said, I think you can charge about £40. The NFL and the NBA, for as long as I can remember, have had their own Game Pass, League Pass. Everyone just goes on there. They have like shows on there if you want to watch it. They have
So all
the full
by them.
games. They have condensed versions of games, so like 40-minute versions, 12-minute versions. Just
Okay.
makes too much sense, bro. And you get to watch every game. I have very much been enjoying watching. I know this comes as a big shock. Bayern Munich League this year. So we're going Bundesliga.
One thing that first I think we shouldn't be copied from Bundesliga, and it's not the only league to do it. I think it's relegation playoffs.
Oh, you think we shouldn't? Copy
No,
that?
just
I
want to say
don't
that out
really
loud.
like it either.
No, it's that
a
everything
bit
goes
too-
down to one game. No,
Yeah,
it's
but
too much.
but don't get
It's
put
too much.
don't get put in that position. I guess like it is a
Yeah.
lot. It's
Come
pretty
on.
cool, but I don't think I want it for the Prem.
Well, what's wrong with it though? It just
It's
adds a
like,
bit of excitement.
everything
Are
that
you
goes down
for
to
it? Are
one
you
game.
pro?
No, I'm just trying to understand like why.
Like
wouldn't you be-
imagine you get like a bad referee decision or whatever, like something.
Guys, Nacho's a ref. He knows
I'm
about
a ref,
bad
like,
refereeing decisions.
Everything goes down to one game where you might get one player injured or everyone gets like ill or whatever, and then you just lose the game and you just get relegated.
You're right, Nacho. You're absolutely right.
Okay.
What should we take from the Bundesliga?
We talked about it, club ownership.
Fan ownership.
Yeah, fan ownership for clubs.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think it's so good. Like
Is River Plate fan owned?
all clubs in Argentina are fan owned. You cannot buy a club. It's forbidden. Well, same in Germany.
Really?
Yeah, there's of course a lot of money like coming from investors and stuff, but the club, the fans own the club at the end of the day. If they want to say no to something, they're gonna say no. And we've seen it in Germany, the amount of signs and banners and tifos and process that the fans do because they're against something, and the way they take care of the clubs, because they are clubs, they are not football teams like they are in England.
But how much is there say? Like one thing's being able to say something, and the other thing's actually that happening.
I guess if you have certain stakes, you get to vote on stuff, of course.
Yeah.
Can you be an owner of like Bayern or Real Madrid for like £1 or something? I wonder how it works.
I think you become a member now.
Yeah, you become a member.
Oh, okay, so then like you own the club, yeah?
Yeah,
Literally
and you
from
vote.
like the £30 a year membership, you get a vote, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
My only concern is when more money is pumped into football. Like it's good to tell someone, oh yeah, you can vote on this. But I just feel like the powers that may be will always be like, I don't care.
Yeah.
More like
Well,
what-
shall I tell you what we can take from Germany whilst talking about all this? Cheap tickets, proper fans, making loads of noise, big banners, yeah, big atmosphere, big stadiums, and sausage
Atmosphere is
outside the
one.
stadium.
So how the league take care of fans, basically, in a way.
Yeah.
Because tickets are really cheap if you're a member, I think, or something like that. So like fans from the club come. I think in Sao Paulo that you can't get a ticket. Like it's really, really, really hard to get a ticket if you're not a member of the club, if you're not from there. I don't know what the rules are.
Yeah.
But it's not like when you go to a Premier League game that you see people that just came to England to see the game, and it's maybe depends what club you go to. Like 20-40% of the people are not from there. They're just gonna go and watch the game, which is fine. I'm not against it, but I'm saying in Germany they really take care of the fans.
Yeah.
German fans.
Yeah, they have less tourists in Germany, I guess.
Yeah, that is true.
I think it also the opportunity. You've seen a lot of like German fans actually speaking to the players, like the players go in and speak to them, and there's that.
Happens in France, happens
Yeah,
in
like
Germany.
I feel like having that connection with
Yeah.
players and fans, because it's all good having a big club, and you support these players. But if you don't feel connected to the players, what's the point? I think that's the whole point of being a fan or something. You need to have some. I know it's hard because you can't make players want to go talk to the fans and all of that. But having that opportunity where people aren't so protective and all on top of it, it gives that connection, which makes the fans want to be die hard for that club.
All over Europe, there's ultras groups.
Mm-hmm.
Why are ultras groups cringy in England?
I'm assuming
Okay, so are ultras groups good or bad?
depends what they do.
It depends. I think they can do a lot of like for the club, the atmosphere and things, and they really care about it.
But they
And-
also get a bit power
they
hungry
also,
sometimes.
Yes, they also can go the wrong way. But I feel like in England,
I think it's history as well. That
Yeah, the
people have that memory of the hooligans and stuff, which is not as bad nowadays. Like nothing compared to what
That's
it
what I
was.
think. I don't know if people are going to actually come with tifos, go plan it,
Yeah.
blah blah, perfectly. They're just going to focus more on going with mates and causing a bit of a mess.
Yeah, it was really good in the 90s and early 2000s. It's Serie A!
Yeah.
What are we going to steal?
How good do you think Premier League academies are?
Ah, that's a great question.
There's no, like-
Well, if there was a Club Academies World Cup, FIFA, don't get any ideas.
So in Italy, in the Premier League, how you need to have 8 homegrown players, yeah?
Yeah.
In your squad. I think they need to have played, 3 seasons when they were between 15 and 21, I can't remember, something like that. In Italy, it's the same, you need 8, but 4 of those need to be from your club. Academy.
Okay,
Nice.
yeah.
Okay, which
Okay.
I think it's kind of like forces club to improve their academy systems and gets the opportunity for 4 players per season to play for the first team. So more
That's
visibility.
good.
That is really
Didn't
good for
know about
development.
that.
But on the flip side, you still need to find the money to invest in your academy. So what if you don't have the money, you're not a big club, but you have to have this 4 players and
If
they're
you're a
not
Serie A
that good.
club,
And they're
You know
not
what I
that
mean?
good.
They're not that good.
but you're a Serie A club, you should
You should make them good.
or don't just get
Yeah,
rid
but-
of one star in your team and just improve your academy system.
But
You
like,
know what I
what
mean?
we've got Inter and Cremonese.
Yeah.
Like,
But there's another 20, was it 28 in the squad? There's another 24 players you have in your squad. You're not relying on them. And in England, it doesn't necessarily mean that they have to have been developed in England.
Yeah.
They have to have played when they were like, I think 18 or like Joao Pedro, for example. Joao Pedro played for Watford when he was 18, and that counts. So he didn't play like youth football in England. Whereas in Italy, I'm sure it happens in other leagues as well, but in Italy, you need 4 players from your academy to be in your Serie A squad. And I think that's good.
That's a valid take, Nacho. I'm telling you that on a scale of hot or not, it's hot.
I think it will encourage as well clubs like, if they had it in the Liga, for example, teams like Real Madrid would focus more on their academy. Although the academy is good, but it focus on actually building these players. Because look at La Masia,
Real Madrid
they do that so
not
well.
Develop players, mate.
That's a personal opinion. What's next?
Guys, what do we need to take from the Argentinian league?
Oh, absolutely
I have
nothing.
I have an Argentinian.
Wait, we don't need to take anything.
Nah.
We're not taking
We're
anything,
talking
surely.
about big leagues, and we just could drop down.
Listen.
Calling off football matches because of fan behaviour.
Shush. Listen, the Argentinian league is really good as a model of things you don't have to do. Like, you must not do as a football league, okay?
No.
But there's one thing I like.
What?
It's one thing. So imagine, match day 37 in the Premier League. You're going to have Brentford versus Brighton, 10th versus 9th. What are they playing for? Nothing.
They're playing for nothing.
Yeah.
For nothing, okay?
It's boring.
Boring
prize.
game. You pay your season ticket to watch a game that doesn't matter, yeah? Players are there just for nothing. In Argentina, what we do is we take an average of your points in the last 3 seasons, yeah? And the team that is bottom in the average table gets relegated.
Hold on.
So in the Premier League, it will be 2 teams get relegated because they're bottom of the table.
That
yeah.
season.
Okay, they were bad that season.
And the third team to get relegated is the team that is bottom in the last 3 seasons.
So
average
you're
points.
rewarded for a bit of long-term consistency.
3 years.
But no,
Sure.
but what
I hear
happens when like a team like I don't
That-
know,
that just
when
came up.
Leicester City come and do a mad thing,
Yeah.
right? What if can you win the league and then get average points for the last 3 seasons and get relegated?
Of course not.
No. of
Okay,
course
okay.
not.
Let's say they come second then, and then look at the last 3 seasons. They were like flipping in God knows where. Then they'd be relegated after having the craziest season ever.
Yeah.
And don't be rubbish for 2 years, I think. is
Yeah,
the point.
that's the
Yeah, but
Naturally.
everyone's got a turning point.
Naturally, you bring us back.
That's pretty much it.
Okay.
So that means that every game matters. Every
Yeah.
game.
Okay, yeah,
Every
at
single game matters.
Okay. Oh, I'm hearing it.
Yeah, because if
slightly.
you got 3 games that you got nothing to play for, you're just gonna play like, I don't know, young players or subs or
Yeah, it's
like the
pretty
game is
rubbish.
gonna be boring, bad. People pay for something that doesn't matter. So I think it's good to make every single game matters.
Can't we be more cutthroat with it and have just the last season and this season?
That might work. I
last
don't know.
2 years.
Last 2 years, because
We need to do the maths. I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, of course, yeah. But just be like really. I do like the idea of having something that, you know, every game it has a meaning, because otherwise we're just throwing money at football,
Yeah.
and we're not getting anything back. We're just getting just the experience of going to a football game.
So we all agree, yeah?
I like it.
I like
Nacho,
it, yeah.
valid. We're changing it all. We're to the Premier League. Just hire us. We'll consult, actually. That's
Yeah.
what we're going to do.
Yeah.
There we go. The smartest people I know, Jules and Nacho. Let us know in the comments if your league does something that we need to know about.